Welcome back to Less Cash More Mash. My name's Tom.
Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Glendalough Double Barrel Irish Whiskey. First and foremost, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to all.
To all the Irish, even if you're only Irish for a day, to all the Irish people.
Green beer day.
It is the
We
day.
did that.
What?
Green beer.
I've never drank green beer. I've never gone out
Stay
on
tuned. We may have.
I've never gone out on St. Patrick's Day.
Maybe we'll have that.
No, we won't.
Tomorrow.
We don't need that. So, anyways, this was a recommendation from one of my Irish friends that I used to work with. Said, if you want to drink a real Irish, this was one of his favorite Irish whiskey. So we got this for $29.99. It is 84 proof. It is aged for 3 years in American oak, and then it is finished in a Spanish oak Oloroso sherry barrels. So we will see. I do like when they're finished in the sherry. You say we haven't had an Irish like that, but I do like when the other ones are finished in it. But they so the little guy on here, the little lore, the whole picture. Because I always wondered, like when I look at the bottle, like what is up with that? It's actually for Saint Kevin, who was abandoned society and became a hermit, and then he formed a monastery. And the lore was at one point that he stood so still that a blackbird actually came and made a nest on his hand, and then it didn't fly away until then. But it's the stands for he stood apart from the rest, and that's what this Irish whiskey does to all the others. It stands apart. So that was the lore behind in the picture.
He really did the picture does stand out.
Because when you look at it, you're like, what's up with that? It's got to mean something. So I deep dived into why is it got a guy standing there with a bird on his hand. So
I think it semi says it a little bit of the
there
story
was something on the back. Yeah, my bottle
glasses.
Yeah.
My bottle reader. You said you had the whole story there. So
I did. I got it off the internet though. I didn't read off the bottle. So did I spill?
No.
Well, you can pour more. I'm just.
You gotta spill.
What if you didn't like it? You know what I mean? You never know. I thought I poured the same as I usually do. It's just lighter than normal.
It is lighter.
It's lighter. But then again, I mean, 3 years. Well, it's not in a charred oak barrel either.
Right.
You know what I mean? It has to be in a used oak barrel, I believe, when they do this, because otherwise it would turn it into bourbon.
Right.
It did say single grain whiskey too, and I always think I'm like, what grain are we talking? You know what I mean? They all say
we've noticed that though on a lot of the Irish, it just says a grain.
It's single grain.
No matter when I send you a picture, like what grain is it? I'm like, it doesn't tell me.
No, it is.
Because the Bush's doesn't say it.
Yeah, it says single grain, but I don't know what grain they're using. You know what I mean? Like I'm assuming like maybe barley. You know what I mean? Because then
don't know.
I've seen other ones that
it's not peat.
This is a weird smell.
It's probably because of the cask, the sherry.
Right, but I'm not really getting a fruit. I'm almost getting just off the nose. I haven't had a taste yet, but I'm not going in yet because it's giving me a.
I get a better nose.
All right, it's giving me a weird,
different taste.
It's almost giving me like
a sweet taste.
It's almost like a paint can.
Yep,
that's what
it did have kind of.
It's got like what I'm saying. Like it's a weird paint can smell. Like old paint.
Well, the sip's even different. You'll be not what you're gonna expect, I bet. What was it? 84 proof.
It tastes like it smells. It really does.
It was different. Typically,
it was like a grainy, like almost like a sandy on my tongue. It was weird.
It does taste like it smells, though.
It tastes exactly like it smells, and
I wonder if that's the sherry.
No, because we've done a bunch. We've done other ones with sherry, and it gives you the Oloroso.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't be talking like you know how to say
it. That's. I mean, it's an Oloroso sherry cask. That's what it is. Which is a wine with like the winey.
Yeah, and
the sherry's
different.
It is, but it's still that fruity. We have up, if not here, I know for a fact that we did. If it wasn't me, it might have been one of Steve's bottle that he took. This is different. Now, not different so much in a bad way.
No, I was just gonna say it's
but definitely different than any other Irish that we've
by
tried.
far. You start now to get like the vanilla on the back side, but you still get that. If it's the sherry we're getting on the front side,
It's not sherry. I'm not blaming the sherry.
I don't know what it is. And I blame it on the guy that washed the glasses because there's something wrong with it. And
no, they smell exactly the same. It's not the glass.
I just threw it out there.
Well, no, because there is a possibility. There is a possibility.
And Lord knows I don't mind blaming you.
It doesn't give me any. I'm not even getting the vanilla.
I'm getting
whatever that smell is. It's not so much alcohol. It's whatever the grain is. As I'm thinking,
it could be that too.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't know if it said. Did it say even on the bottle? Put your
wasn't
sexy friggin'.
It wasn't the bottle reader. Yeah, so I should just grab the other one. I have sitting on the table, but those are the ones I keep wearing until I break them.
It just says it's finishing that barrel. Non-chill filtered for a truer character.
Now, if you're going to relate it to like this one, because this was a single grain also, they don't taste anything alike.
It was a single grain, but that wasn't finished in, was that a
This was
sherry?
not finished at all. You just think that because it's purple, but it wasn't finished in anything.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, I am. Of course, I'm not sure. I just made that shit up. It doesn't say it's finished.
What's it say here?
One of the 3 traditional Irish whiskeys.
Well, he's reading. This is very different.
Yep. No, I don't. It doesn't say anything about being finished. This is why this is called double. Now, they do have different variations. This is their double barrel, the one that's finished. They had some that were just regular and then something else. There was a few different variations on the websites I was on, because I believe I actually went on their website, but to get the information this time. I mean, for $29.99, that is not a bad price to begin with. We'll start with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it has more.
If you're thinking this falls into like the Jameson or that alley, it doesn't. Not at all.
And I'm wondering if that's, could be partly because I believe it's pot stilled. I think I read on this one. I could be confusing it with the other one I just recently looked up. No, but to me, like what I remember of Jameson, and he drank that whole bottle. I don't know what he was doing with that, but what I remember of that is there wasn't a whole lot of flavor going on. I guess my only thing is when I saw the sherry, I was expecting like more of the fruit. You know what I mean? Like there was one we did that had more fruit. You want more or no?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm still trying to figure out what.
Well, that's why I poured more.
What it is.
Because why are you doing that? That's what I did. You told me last time. Why are you doing that?
I didn't lick it.
Why not? My finger.
It's not what I was expecting, I guess.
No. And now that I just poured a little bit more, or I drank some, I think it's the grain mixing with the ethanol that's making that paint can smell. You know what I mean? But you really do. It really does translate to the taste.
Stand out.
It translates to the taste.
Different taste by far.
I'll be shocked unless this pops up months from now if we don't pick this out of the blinds. It's pretty unique.
It's definitely unique. But it doesn't really send me totally like to the Irish.
It doesn't send me anywhere. I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's got to be unique. I want to say, wow, this is totally different. But am I going to remember this if it's 3 months from now? Is Jameson still in there? I don't remember that either.
I don't know.
No, because I could put it in.
I could. No, it was in there originally. Yeah. I don't know if it ever came out.
I don't either.
I'd almost
for a quick guess, I'd almost say it would be like a mellow corn, like something like in that.
Yeah.
Not so much Irish.
Or I was just going to say I could bring it to like Nestville, like the week of bourbons we did, or Gilbert. You know what I mean? It reminds me of that Gilbert we had a long time ago.
It's got a funkier flavor than that. The Gilbert though.
Again, that was like
Gilbert's kind of like blah.
It was kind of blah, but this ain't jumping out. That is, unless I still haven't got any sherry smells out of this. Unless
I'm getting a very, very weak.
I'm getting zero
vanilla, very weak vanilla nose, but that's it. And then
super weak, whatever that grain,
whatever, yeah, and that translates to a taste of totally different, and it sticks on your tongue. It does. It sticks on your tongue. The
taste. Well, I said
flavor, whatever
that taste is. And again, the initial nose, I was like, it smells like a old paint can. Like, you know, the stuff's not totally dry, but that's what it smelled like.
That's not a good selling point, but
no. But unfortunately, neither was saying Scotch smelling like a bad Band-Aid, but that's what it smelled like to me. This really isn't jumping off. It's because a lot of times with the Irish, I will get that. You'll get like the vanilla flavors and the taste and stuff.
I don't know if I would jump to say this would be my favorite Irish.
I wanted to for Sean's sake to say that.
I know you said it, and I know you're buddy, but I don't know if
I would 100% agree with you. I do believe this Buskers. I actually think both of the Buskers we had, I preferred. Definitely preferred that Redbreast one. For sure.
You jumped in huge price with the Redbreast.
I'm even, you know what?
Buskers is only friggin' $20.
I'm even gonna probably have to give the nod to Jameson, which I don't ever do. I don't think I ever gave Jameson just for drinkability wise for most people. But definitely I'd like the Powers better because
we need to debate to one of them too. We need to go get a different one.
Well, you know what? My second choice. I got this because Sean recommended it. My second choice is because Jameson has like 14 different ones now. Like they have a Jameson Black and different ones like that. So I was going to try that, but I said, let me get off of Jameson.
And we didn't even venture off because we never did Talamadu. We never did
Talamadu was my other one since I had the sign hanging behind us at one point. And I've never drank it in my life. I've never had it. So that was my other one I was going to do. But I was like, wait a minute, what's the one Sean sent?
No,
so that's what brought me to that. So
it's fine.
Right. He did tell me. So again, maybe it is the funkiness of the sherry. Maybe we'll have to get their regular one that doesn't have it's not the double barrel. I know it was a little bit more money. I forget what it was called. It was.
This one stands out. Does
might have been pot stilled or whatever.
Just a different color background, or
no? I didn't memorize.
I didn't really.
I just looked this one up.
Excuse me. I don't really.
In the words, it didn't show me the other bottles. It just said in the words it has this one,
and I never really double checked beyond that. I just said that's a cool picture, but
yeah. When I was Googling it gave like different choices, and then I picked the one that I bought. You know what I mean? And went from there. But overall, I don't. It's not bad in any way. It's not hard to drink.
No.
It's just you're like, what the heck?
It's totally different.
It catches you off guard. Yeah, right.
I'll go with that.
It kind of reminds me like when we did Balcones. It's going to be one of them. Like when you drink it, you're like, you either love it or hate it type of a thing. Because it's not like if you're looking for traditional Irish, so anyone out there that's like a Jameson person, this might not be for you. And
maybe this is what he grew up with. You know, maybe this is what his father drank. So then, you know.
Oh, I don't mind it.
You fall
This bottle will disappear. I can guarantee that. Like I do not mind it. It's just on first nose and first taste, it's not what
the vanilla's coming in stronger a little bit now.
I'm gonna have to see, in a week or so
if you move it, then you get that. I don't want to use the paint can, but you get that different smell. Vanilla close.
No, you know what? We just poured it too, so that ethanol was jumping out. I'm not getting that much as much. It is definitely, but it's not like a. I don't want to say oatmeal. It would be more like a wheatina or something. Like if you ever smelled a wheatina, where it's a little bit weirder, a little more weird. It's a little more muted, kind of like a grits, where you're not really getting it. It's got like a grainy smell to it, but it's not like it's not an oatmeal by any means. You know what I mean? But it would be like I'm thinking like wheatina because I used to have that at work, and it's like a runny grits. That's kind of, but it's wheat made out of it. But anyways, there you go. This Happy St. Patty's Day. We put over there dumping on the Irish whiskey, but not really. It's just for those of you, leave a comment down below if this is your true blue, if this is the one you like,
or if you tried it. What is your go-to? I mean, we haven't really jumped into
that's a good one.
leave an
Irish.
I mean, we know we just spoke of the key ones that are usually out there. Yeah, and it depends where in Ireland the boys are from.
Well, we did all of them already. Like
we haven't done Bushmills.
No, but we did all the other ones that we named. So leave a comment down below. What's your favorite inexpensive Irish whiskey? Just because, and that's kind of, we'll start there and work our way up like we did with all the other ones. If someone
makes a comment, we'll go get it.
But. Yeah, no, leave a comment so that we can see. But, the more I keep drinking this, I don't mind this at all. It was just like,
it knocked me off guard. Because it's almost not as bad as like the Christmas stuff.
No.
But honestly, that knocked you off guard. You know what I mean? But I wasn't anticipating this.
No.
When I seen the sherry, I was kind of thinking of some of the ones we had, and we could definitely get that smell and that flavor. No, we're not.
Right.
I'm not.
But as it's sitting in the glass, it is definitely. I see your vanilla now. Like,
that's what I'm getting.
It is slowly. It's building in the glass. So maybe this is one of them that has to open up and sit because it was just.
It's got to open up and sit pretty quick because it's had to go.
No, and that being said, I could pull myself another one of this. I'm not hating it. Like there's other ones that we've had, and you're like, I'm actually kind of digging this one. So. Don't be that one. That won't be open until I try to hurt somebody on the other side of the table again. So there you go. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be safe
to everybody.
Enjoy yourself, but be safe.
Have a green beer.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers. I'll take a black beer. I don't want a green.
Nope. We're gonna have a green beer.